Hey HCG family, Jen here, and this is my second ever vlog, and I wanted to give you tips today about upper respiratory ailments and things that you can do to get through those and make it so they won't develop into something worse, because I've been through a lot of those and I have some good tips for you. And then also wanted to talk to you about my renewed effort to be on P3 and be successful. So those are the kind of two main things. And again, like I've told you guys before, I'm keeping my videos, just working very hard to keep them short and sweet. That's why I'm talking kind of fast, because we need to see as many videos, as many vlogs as we can. It's very helpful, and we need your good tips. And so I want to keep it short, and I want to give some good tips that might help some of you out there as well as myself. Okay, my LDW several weeks ago was 160 pounds. I very quickly went up to 163. That was okay. I think my body, that was the true LDW. As Carol Ensminger has talked about on her miracleskinnydrops.com, sometimes your LDW isn't really your LDW, and you need to come up just a little more. And I think I was fine with around 163, 164 where I stabilized until I had a quadruple whammy. And I went up after these quadruple whammies to 169. And I'll tell you why I did that. First of all, Tom came, so that was a little glitch in the system. But then I went on vacation and ate terrible. And I do the nervous eating thing, like I've told you guys before. If I'm nervous, I'm eating. And I was nervous on vacation. Although I enjoy my family, they make me nervous at the same time. And we were all together in a car and in a hotel, and I ate. Okay, so that was bad. Then Easter came, and the weekend of Easter, the Saturday before Easter, we had a wonderful big celebration with my brother, who came back into our church with his ex-wife, not his current wife, who we love, but he's really good friends also with his ex-wife and their two teenage daughters. Who they had together. All four of them came back into our church. They were baptized. We had a huge celebration. It was wonderful, and lots of family and friends. But you know, there was food around for that too, and I did okay, but not as well as I should have. So that was the other thing. And then the clincher, I was going to be really good and get back on it and drop some. I got sick. Well, you know, you can't do much when you're sick. You just want to feel better and you lay around. I got really sick with an upper respiratory ailment that I'm going to talk to you about in just a minute. So anyway, I got up to 169, but today I'm 166. I've been doing better. I'm eating clean, doing better, and I've lost 3, and I'm going to go 3 more and then kind of try to stabilize. If I could lose 6 more before my next round in June, I'd love that. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you posted. But let's do this together. Those of you on P3, it's a little trial and error to see how our bodies do. I have to be careful with Mac nuts. I also have to be careful with cheese. A little bit is fine, but I have to be really careful. And the Mac nuts, forget it. I just can't resist them, and I eat too many of them, I think, is the problem. Choco D I do great with. Choco D is really good. My body likes Choco D, and I can do Choco D. Thank heavens. I love that. Okay. Now you men can tune out for just 1 minute. I'll be brief because I want to talk about Miss HCG Girl's makeup tips, which were just really helpful. I loved them. I got Miss HCG Girl, I got my little eyeshadow. I'm wearing it today. I could not find her moisturizer. I think it was called Alba or something. I couldn't find it. I would love to find it. I use, when I'm on P2, this Equate Ultra Gentle Face. It's oil-free. Ultra Gentle Facial Moisturizer from Walmart, if you can see that. I've loved using the powder when I'm on P2 by Revlon. Revlon Color Stay Mineral Foundation. I've loved that, so I don't know how I'm going to like her Maybelline mineral powder. When I get to P2, I'll let you know. Quickly, I have been using a rather expensive, I think it's $32 or something, Lancome. I love this Lancome Renergy Lift makeup, which you have to buy. I get it at Nordstrom or Macy's. You know, so it's expensive, but when I was looking for some of Ms. HCG's girls' products, I found a Maybelline that I think I like almost as much as my Lancome. So I may switch over to this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I love it, and my color is sandy beige, and it's actually a good color for me. So those are some products that I like. Okay, men, you can tune back in now. I'm going to talk about the upper respiratory ailments. This is my favorite thing. Alkalol. It's ALKALOL. I don't know if you can see that. I found this about 15 years ago. I used to be plagued with sinus infections. If I got a cold, I was probably going to get a sinus infection and have to go on antibiotics, which is so bad. But since someone turned me on to this product, I've never had another sinus infection. Or if I have, I'm able to get rid of it with this before it develops into much. It's important that you mix it with water. It's best to use purified water. To be honest, I've used tap water, but best to use the purified water. I go half and half. Half water, half this. Do not use it in your nasal passages full strength. They don't tell you that, but they should give a warning because it burns like heck. But I use about half and half. If that burns you, you can use a little less, a little more water, a little less alcohol. It's what it is a soothing nasal wash, mucus solvent and cleaner. So it gets rid of all the thick junk, and it's soothing as long as you mix it properly and it doesn't burn. If it burns a tiny bit, you can handle that, but start with maybe 20% of this, and then if you can take that, do a little more. Now what I do is take one of these saline little nasal spray things, and I empty out the saline, take the little cap off, pour in this, add some water, and then I wash the nasal passages out this way, this side, and then this side, and let it, get up in there. Eventually kind of lean over the sink, let the excess, a little bit of excess drip, and then as soon as I can, snip it up as high as I can, and several times a day if you're ill. I'm no doctor, so check with your doctor first, but this has been a godsend to me, this Alkalol. One thing I use if I catch an illness immediately, if I feel like I'm coming down sick, airborne. I've had good luck with it, but you have to do it early. And I missed that little window. I wasn't on top of it. Usually this will really kick it out really fast. Didn't, because I missed my window of opportunity. I wasn't on top of that this time. Just plain old nasal saline can be a preventative. If you use this every day, the bugs don't like it. They won't live well. And I should have done this, but I thought this time of year I won't be getting sick. It's supposed to be spring, but whatever. This is another favorite. Solitaire Salt Air Inhaler. It's the same concept as sniffing up saline to heal and prevent illness, except you can breathe it. Now what you do is you put the little Himalayan salt crystals, you put it in this little apparatus, and there they are. It has little holes, so as you breathe this in, some moisture from the air comes up through the salt and distributes some of that into your airways, into your bronchioles, hopefully all the way into your lungs. And it's a healthy thing. This helped me so much to feel better and get over my cough. When I get the head cold, eventually it's turning into a yucky cough, and this has helped a ton. So those are my really good tips for upper respiratory ailments. Ask me any questions if you want down below. And one other thing that doesn't have anything to do with respiratory ailments, but with body aches, I get a lot of pain here in my shoulders and neck. This is this has magnesium. It's a magnesium cream, Mag Max, and Skin and Body Cream. It's got magnesium in it, and now I don't know if this is P2 friendly. I noticed it's got jojoba oil in it, so it may not be. I don't know anything about jojoba oil and what it is. So you want to be careful if you're on P2. But for any other time, this is a really helpful thing to soothe some of those tense muscles. Okay, so I talked about my renewed effort. I'm on P3, but I've dropped 3. I'm doing better. I got over the vacation blues, and the vacation was fun, but the weight gain blues. So I'm happy about that. Now, just some shout outs. SoCal Plum, you've been encouraging, always have such a good, good stuff to pump us up. She's a good person to have around when you're feeling down and discouraged. She'll build you back up. Slim Steve, I really like your tips a lot. You've helped me with some good tips, and you release very well, and so does Hebby Dobby. Chunk No More, I hope you are able to stick to that no scale challenge. He's not using the scale. I don't know how he does it. I kind of have a new family member that I'm really enjoying, Ms. Terry Bear. M-S-T-E-R-I Bear, Ms. Terry Bear. She's got some good tips, and she's helped me to know, what do we do with Choco D? She says she doesn't even count the coconut oil stuff in her daily count. She's on P2. So she'll eat her, 490, 500 calories, and if she needs a little chocolate delight, she doesn't count it. And I want to know, do others of you do that? I'd like to know what you do. I'd be interested to know if you count it towards your 500 and make adjustments, or if you go ahead and add that as an extra. That was interesting to me. Renee, Miss Callie Southern Diva, she's reached her goal, which is so wonderful. I'm so happy for her. I want to be where she is, and maybe in one more round, or I'll be close. Maybe one more round and I'll be happy where I am, and like she is. She could have gone more, but she was happy where she is, and I think I'm going to get to that point too. Anyway, just a few little shout outs, and the rest of you, I love you. Keep the faith. And remember this is important. The worth of every soul is great in the sight of God. And that means you. I'll see you next time.